Good evening, everyone. We all know that the world is filled with challenges, complexities, and possibilities. And in every corner of our lives, from work to personal growth, there is one thing that we are all searching for: our best ideas. Those moments when something clicks, when inspiration strikes, when we feel like we've discovered something truly unique, something that can change everything. But here's the thing. We often think these moments of brilliance come from some kind of magic. We wait for the idea to find us. What if I told you that the best ideas aren't just random occurrences? What if the process to generate your best ideas is already within your control? Start with purpose. Clarify your why. Purpose is often the most overlooked element when it comes to generating great ideas. Many of us are constantly chasing after the next big thing or waiting for inspiration to strike, but we forget that the foundation of every meaningful idea is rooted in a clear sense of purpose. It's the driving force that gives us direction, clarity, and motivation to push through challenges. Without purpose, ideas can feel scattered, irrelevant, or even shallow. But when purpose is present, ideas come alive with meaning, focus, and impact. To truly understand the power of purpose, we need to ask ourselves one simple question: why? Why do we want to generate great ideas? Why do we care about the problems we're solving or the opportunities we're pursuing? The answers to these questions form the bedrock of creativity and innovation. Purpose isn't just about the end goal. It's about the deeper underlying reason behind our action. It's what inspires us to keep going when the road gets tough, and it's what drives us to think beyond the obvious solutions. A clear sense of purpose does more than just provide motivation. It shapes the way we approach challenges. When we understand our purpose, we begin to view obstacles differently. Instead of seeing them as roadblocks, we start to see them as opportunities to refine our ideas or approach them from a new angle. Purpose allows us to be resilient in the face of failure because we are connected to something greater than just the immediate outcome. It gives our ideas meaning beyond just the task at hand. It connects them to a bigger picture. And when you're working on something that aligns with your deeper values and goals, the work doesn't feel as burdensome. It feels more like a calling. Purpose also helps us make decisions about what ideas to pursue and which ones to let go. Not all ideas are worth chasing, and that's okay. When we have a clear understanding of our purpose, it becomes easier to filter through the noise and focus on what really matters. We can recognize which ideas align with our goals and values, and which ones will lead us down a path of purpose. Acts as a compass, guiding us toward the most meaningful and impactful ideas, and helping us let go of the ones that don't serve our larger vision. Having purpose also influences how we communicate our ideas. When we are clear about why we are doing something, we can convey that vision to others with greater confidence and conviction. People are drawn to purpose because it resonates on a deeper level. It's not just about the product, service, or solution. It's about the impact it can have on the world. When we lead with purpose, we inspire others to get on board, to join us in our mission, and to believe in the potential of the idea. Purpose creates alignment not just within ourselves, but with the people we collaborate with. One of the most powerful aspects of purpose is its ability to help us stay focused. The world is full of distractions, and it's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of competing priorities. But when we are grounded in our purpose, we have a clear sense of what's important and what isn't. We can stay focused on what matters most and avoid getting sidetracked by things that don't align with our core goals. Purpose creates clarity in a noisy world, allowing us to cut through the clutter and stay on course. In addition, purpose fuels creativity in a way that sheer effort cannot. When we are connected to a cause or a deeper motivation, we are more likely to approach problems with a sense of curiosity and a willingness to explore new possibilities. Ideas begin to flow naturally because we aren't just thinking about the task at hand, we're thinking about the impact we want to make, the change we want to create. And the purpose makes creativity feel like a journey, not just a destination. It turns the process of idea generation into something exciting and meaningful, rather than something we do because we have to. Purpose also helps us define success on our own terms. In a world where success is often measured by external validation, money, recognition, accolades, purpose redefines what it means to succeed. When we are driven by purpose, success isn't just about achieving a goal. It's about staying true to our values, maintaining integrity, and creating something that serves a higher good. Purpose helps us find fulfillment in the journey, not just the destination. This is how purpose discloses us to the true self within. The beauty of purpose is that it's not a one-size-fits-all concept. Everyone's purpose is unique, and it evolves over time. What drives you today may not be what drives you tomorrow, but the key is to remain connected to that sense of purpose and let it guide you. It's not about finding a single, static purpose. It's about embracing the journey of discovering and redefining it as you grow. The more you align your ideas with your purpose, the more powerful and impactful they will be. Purpose is the foundation of great ideas. Without it, ideas can feel directionless and uninspired. But with purpose, ideas have meaning, clarity, and the potential to create real change. When you know your why, everything else falls into place. Purpose connects us to the world around us, fuels our creativity, and gives our ideas the power to make a lasting impact. It is, without a doubt, the starting point for generating your best ideas. Cultivate curiosity, ask better questions. Curiosity is often considered one of the most important traits for anyone striving to generate their best ideas. It's what drives us to explore the unknown, to seek answers, and to look at the world through a fresh lens. Curiosity is the spark that ignites creativity, the force that pushes us to dig deeper, to question the status quo, and to discover new solutions to old problems. But here's the catch. Curiosity isn't just about asking questions. It's about asking the right questions. It's not just about being inquisitive. It's about using that inquisitiveness to guide our thinking and uncover new possibilities. Curiosity begins with a mindset shift. Instead of assuming we know all the answers, curiosity asks us to step into the unknown. It challenges us to let go of preconceived notions and to open ourselves up to new perspectives. When we approach a problem with curiosity, we do so with the understanding that there is always more to discover, always more to learn. Curiosity invites us to become explorers of the world around us, rather than passive observers. It encourages us to ask questions that lead us to unexpected insights and innovative solutions. One of the key ways curiosity drives innovation is through its ability to push us beyond the obvious. When we face a challenge, our natural tendency is often to rely on the solutions we already know. We reach for familiar answers, defaulting to what has worked in the past. But this approach limits our potential for truly groundbreaking ideas. Curiosity, on the other hand, asks us to look beyond what's familiar, to consider what might be possible if we approach the problem from a different angle. It encourages us to explore the edges, to experiment, and to test assumptions. It's only when we are truly curious that we begin to uncover novel ideas, ideas that have the power to change the game. Asking better questions is at the heart of cultivating curiosity. It's not just about asking what's the solution or what's the answer. It's about asking why and how. It's about exploring the underlying causes of a problem, the forces that shape a situation, and the context in which we are operating. When we dig deeper with our questions, we start to see patterns we might have missed, uncover insights that would have remained hidden, and develop a fuller understanding of the challenge at hand. These better questions open the door to new avenues of thought, new connections, and ultimately, better ideas. The way we ask questions matters just as much as the questions themselves. The quality of our ideas is directly tied to the quality of our questions. Asking broad, open-ended questions can help us explore a wide range of possibilities. Questions like, what if we did this differently? Or, what's another way to approach this problem? Invite new thinking and inspire creative exploration. At the same time, narrowing our focus with more specific questions can help us refine our ideas and dive deeper into particular aspects of a challenge. What's the one thing that's holding us back? Or how can we improve this process step by step? These targeted questions help us zero in on the most important factors and develop solutions that are both effective and impactful. Curiosity also helps us recognize the value of exploration and experimentation. Great ideas rarely emerge from sitting in a room and thinking alone. They come from engaging with the world around us, testing assumptions, and trying new things. Curiosity encourages us to experiment, to prototype, to take risks. It pushes us to move beyond theory and into practice, where we can see what works and what doesn't. Through this process of trial and error, we gain valuable insights that help refine our ideas and push them to new heights. In many ways, curiosity is the key that unlocks the door to experimentation. It gives us the courage to try, to fail, and to learn, knowing that each failure brings us one step closer to our best ideas. Curiosity thrives in an environment where we feel safe to ask questions and explore new ideas. When we are afraid of judgment, we limit our curiosity. We hold back from asking the questions that matter, the ones that might seem too bold or too unconventional. But when we create a culture where curiosity is encouraged, where every question is valued, we open up the space for new ideas to emerge. This is why collaboration is so powerful in the process of idea generation. Curiosity is amplified when we share our questions and perspectives with others. It's in the exchange of ideas, the bouncing of thoughts, that curiosity leads to breakthroughs. No one person has all the answers, but together, our collective curiosity can lead us to unexpected solutions. The beauty of curiosity is that it doesn't require any special talent or skill. It's not about being the smartest person in the room or having all the answers. It's about maintaining an open mind and a willingness to ask questions that push boundaries. Anyone can cultivate curiosity, regardless of their background or experience. It's about adopting a mindset of wonder, of seeing every challenge as an opportunity to learn something new. The more we embrace curiosity, the more ideas we generate, because curiosity is inherently generative. It's a process of continuous discovery that builds on itself, constantly evolving and expanding our thinking. Curiosity is the engine behind innovation. It's the force that drives us to question, to explore, and to challenge the way things are. By asking better questions and approaching problems with a mindset of curiosity, we unlock new avenues of thought, uncover hidden insights, and ultimately generate our best ideas. Curiosity is not a passive trait. It's an active practice, one that requires us to engage with the world, to explore the unknown, and to be open to the endless possibilities that lie ahead. It's the spark that keeps the fire of innovation burning bright. Courage is often seen as a quality reserved for the brave or the bold, something that's difficult to tap into or something only available to those who possess extraordinary strength or confidence. But the truth is, courage is not an inherent trait. It's a choice. It's a decision to act in the face of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's the willingness to step forward when the outcome is unclear, to venture into the unknown even when failure seems possible. Courage is what drives us to take risks, to push beyond our comfort zones, and to bring our ideas into the world despite the uncertainty that surrounds them. When it comes to generating our best ideas, courage is essential. Ideas by their very nature are uncertain and often fragile at the beginning. They are concepts that need nurturing, testing, and refining. In the early stages, it's easy to doubt them, to wonder whether they're good enough, whether they'll work, or whether they'll be rejected by others. And this is where courage comes in. It's the courage to trust your ideas, to believe in their potential, and to take the necessary steps to bring them to life. Without courage, ideas remain just ideas, untested, unexplored, and ultimately wasted potential. But with courage, ideas take form, evolve, and begin to have a real impact on the world. Taking risks is a critical component of embracing courage. It's easy to stick with what we know, to take the safe route, to choose the path of least resistance. But this approach rarely leads to groundbreaking ideas or innovative solutions. Innovation requires risk. It requires us to take a leap of faith, to try something new, to step into the unknown. It requires us to accept the possibility of failure as a natural part of the process. In fact, failure is not the opposite of success. It's often a part of the journey that brings us closer to the right idea, the right solution, or the right path forward. Taking risks, then, is about embracing that uncertainty and being willing to fail, knowing that failure is not the end, but an opportunity to learn and grow. In many ways, courage is about vulnerability. When we put our ideas out into the world, we make ourselves vulnerable to judgment, rejection, and criticism. The act of sharing our ideas, especially when they are in their early, undeveloped stages, can be terrifying. But without this vulnerability, there can be no growth. Without the courage to expose our ideas to the scrutiny of others, we remain in a safe, comfortable space where nothing changes. Courage gives us the strength to be vulnerable, to share our ideas despite the possibility of failure or criticism, and to use that vulnerability to improve and strengthen our concepts. This vulnerability is not a weakness. Rather, it is the foundation of progress and innovation. The courage to act is just as important as the courage to take risks. Too often we wait for the perfect moment, the right conditions, or the ideal circumstances before we take action. We tell ourselves that we need more information, more preparation, or more time. But the truth is, waiting for perfection is a form of procrastination. The best ideas don't come to life in a vacuum. They require action. They need to be tested, tried, and adjusted in real-world scenarios. Taking action is what transforms ideas from theory into reality. It's what allows us to see how an idea works, to learn from our mistakes, and to refine our approach. Without the courage to act, ideas remain stagnant, and the potential for growth and innovation remains untapped. It's also important to remember that courage isn't about being fearless. In fact, true courage often comes with fear. Fear is a natural response to uncertainty and the unknown, and it's something that everyone experiences at some point in the creative process. The key is not to eliminate fear, but to move forward in spite of it. Courage doesn't mean being free from fear. It means acknowledging that fear is a part of the process and choosing to act anyway. Fear becomes less powerful when we stop letting it dictate our actions. By embracing fear as a companion rather than an obstacle, we can unlock the courage needed to take bold steps forward and push past the limitations that fear imposes on us. The courage to act also involves the ability to let go of perfectionism. Many of us hold ourselves back from taking action because we fear our ideas aren't good enough or that they're not fully formed. We wait for the perfect idea, the one that feels flawless and foolproof. But in reality, perfect ideas are rare, and waiting for perfection only delays progress. Courage allows us to take action even when our ideas aren't fully fleshed out, knowing that the process of acting and experimenting will help us refine and improve them. Courage means accepting imperfection, trusting that we can adapt and adjust as we go along. It's not about having all the answers right away, it's about taking the first step and letting the process unfold. Another important aspect of courage is the ability to face failure without giving up. Failure is an inevitable part of the creative process, and it's something that everyone must confront at some point. But courage allows us to view failure not as a dead end, but as a learning experience. When we fail, we gain insights into what didn't work, which ultimately brings us closer to finding what does. This brings us to the second domain of courage, failure management. Courage means continuing to act even when we stumble, and using failure as a stepping stone rather than a roadblock. It's through our failures that we learn, grow, and discover new ways to approach challenges. Without the courage to fail, we would never experience the breakthroughs that come with persistence and learning. The courage to act is what separates great ideas from fleeting thoughts. It's what transforms potential into reality. By taking risks, stepping into the unknown, and moving forward despite fear or uncertainty, we give our ideas the chance to grow, evolve, and make an impact. Courage is not a one-time decision. It's a continuous practice. Each step we take, no matter how small, requires courage. And with each act of courage, we become more capable of creating and nurturing the ideas that will shape our future. Collaboration is often seen as a way to pool resources, share tasks, or divide work. But true collaboration is far more powerful than simply sharing a workload. It's about collective energy, the exchange of ideas, and the co-creation of solutions that none of us could achieve on our own. When we engage in genuine collaboration, we don't just work together. We listen, we learn, and we grow together. It's in this process that our best ideas emerge. Collaboration, at its core, is a relationship of trust, respect, and shared purpose, and it's one of the most effective ways to generate great ideas. Listening is one of the most fundamental aspects of collaboration. When we collaborate, we are inviting others to share their perspectives, their expertise, and their ideas. Listening is how we ensure that we truly understand their points of view, that we absorb their insights, and that we integrate those ideas into our own thinking. Without listening, collaboration becomes one-sided and limited. The exchange of ideas becomes a monologue rather than a dialogue, and the potential for innovation is stifled. Listening allows us to see things we might have missed, to question our assumptions, and to open ourselves up to new ways of thinking. Learning also requires vulnerability. It means being open to the possibility that our ideas might not be the best, that we might not have all the answers, and that there is always something to gain from the experiences and expertise of others. In a collaborative environment, we are all both teachers and students. We have something to offer, and we have something to learn. The key is to approach collaboration with humility, recognizing that no one person has all the answers, and that by working together, we can create something greater than any individual could alone. Growth is the natural outcome of collaboration. As we listen, as we learn, we begin to grow, not just as individuals, but as teams, as organizations, and as communities. When we collaborate effectively, we expand our capacity to generate new ideas, to solve problems creatively, and to drive innovation. Growth in collaboration isn't just about the outcome, it's about the process itself. It's about how our thinking evolves as we engage with others, how our perspectives shift, and how our solutions become more refined and impactful through collective input. Growth in collaboration is about recognizing that we are all part of a larger whole, and that the success of our ideas depends not just on our individual contributions, but on how well we work together. Collaboration also fosters creativity. When we work alone, our ideas can be limited by our own experiences, biases, and perspectives. But when we collaborate, we bring together a diverse range of experiences, backgrounds, and viewpoints. This diversity of thought creates an environment ripe for creativity. By listening to others and learning from them, we expose ourselves to new ways of thinking, new ways of solving problems, and new ways of approaching challenges. Collaboration allows us to break free from the constraints of our own thinking and explore new possibilities. The best ideas often come from the intersection of diverse perspectives, where different viewpoints collide and create something entirely new. Moreover, collaboration teaches us the importance of empathy. To collaborate effectively, we must be able to put ourselves in the shoes of others, to understand their experiences and viewpoints, and to appreciate what they bring to the table. Empathy allows us to build stronger relationships, to foster a sense of trust, and to create a space where everyone feels heard and valued. When we empathize with others, we are better equipped to understand their needs, their challenges, and their goals. This understanding is essential in finding solutions that truly meet the needs of everyone involved. One of the most significant benefits of collaboration is the ability to overcome challenges together. No idea or project is without its obstacles, and when we face these challenges alone, they can feel overwhelming. But when we collaborate, we share the burden. We draw on the collective strength and creativity of the team to solve problems and find solutions. Collaboration provides us with a safety net, knowing that we are not alone in facing adversity. It encourages a mindset of collective problem solving, where everyone brings their unique skills and strengths to the table. When we collaborate, we are stronger together, more capable of tackling complex problems and generating creative solutions. Finally, collaboration leads to better decision-making. When we work in isolation, we are limited by our own perspectives and biases. But when we collaborate, we draw on the wisdom of others, allowing us to make more informed, balanced decisions. Collaboration ensures that we consider multiple viewpoints, weigh different options, and take into account a wider range of factors before making a decision. This not only leads to better outcomes, but also fosters a culture of shared responsibility and accountability. In a collaborative environment, decision-making is not the responsibility of one person. It's a collective process that involves input from everyone involved. Collaboration at its best is a partnership of mutual respect, trust, and shared purpose. It is an ongoing process of listening, learning, and growing together. When we embrace collaboration, we open ourselves up to the collective wisdom and creativity of others, creating an environment where great ideas can flourish. Collaboration isn't just about working together, it's about co-creating something that's greater than the sum of its parts. The more collaborative an enterprise that leads to co-creation, and they go hand in hand, some of those benefits are, and in that space, the best ideas are born. In the fast-paced world we live in, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of daily tasks and deadlines. We're constantly moving from one project to the next, juggling multiple responsibilities, and rushing to meet expectations. But in the middle of all this activity, we often forget one of the most important practices for generating our best ideas: reflection. Taking time to step back, evaluate, and refine is not only beneficial, it's essential. Reflection allows us to gain clarity, to understand our progress, and to identify areas for improvement. It helps us see the bigger picture and ensures that we are moving in the right direction. The first step in the process of reflection is giving ourselves permission to pause. In a culture that values constant productivity, taking a break may feel like a luxury or a sign of weakness. We often think that if we stop moving, we'll fall behind or miss opportunities. But the truth is, pausing is essential for long-term success. It allows us to recharge, to reset our minds, and to approach challenges with a fresh perspective. Without time to reflect, we risk becoming trapped in the cycle of doing without considering whether we're doing the right things. Pausing for reflection creates space for critical thinking, problem solving, and creative insight. Once we've given ourselves the time and permission to pause, the next step is to evaluate. Evaluation is the process of looking back at our ideas, our actions, and our progress with an objective eye. It involves assessing what's working, what's not working, and what might need to change. This step is crucial for generating better ideas because it helps us identify the gaps, the weaknesses, and the areas where we might be overlooking something important. Evaluation isn't about criticizing ourselves or focusing on what we've done wrong. It's about gathering the information we need to improve. It's about understanding where we are in the process, how far we've come, and what adjustments we might need to make to move forward more effectively. In the process of evaluation, it's important to ask ourselves the right questions. Reflection doesn't just happen automatically. It requires intentionality. We need to ask questions that help us uncover insights and understand the deeper layers of our work. Questions like, what have I learned so far? What's been successful and why? What challenges have I encountered? And how can I overcome them? And what could I do differently next time? These kinds of questions allow us to dig deeper into our experiences and to extract valuable lessons that we can apply in the future. Without this kind of intentional reflection, we may miss important opportunities to improve and grow. Reflection also helps us refine our ideas. Often, the initial ideas we have are not fully formed. They're rough drafts, incomplete thoughts that need time to mature. Reflection gives us the opportunity to revisit those ideas, to rethink and rework them. It's during reflection that we can see the flaws and inconsistencies, the parts that need more development, and the areas where we need to add more depth. Refining our ideas is a process of continual iteration. Each time we reflect, we improve on what we've done before. It's a chance to look at our ideas with fresh eyes, to challenge our assumptions, and to ask whether there is a better, more effective way of approaching the problem at hand. By taking the time to reflect and refine, we ensure that our ideas are stronger, more effective, and more aligned with our goals. The process of reflection is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing practice. Great ideas don't emerge in a vacuum. They're the result of continuous refinement, evaluation, and adjustment. We must build reflection into our regular routines, making time for it in our schedules and actively engaging in it as part of our creative process. Whether it's through journaling, brainstorming, discussing our ideas with others, or simply taking quiet time to think, reflection should be a regular part of our workflow. The more consistently we reflect, the better we become at evaluating our progress, recognizing patterns, and refining our ideas. The reflection also helps us align our ideas with our values and vision. Sometimes, in the rush to complete a project or to meet a deadline, we lose sight of the bigger picture. We may find ourselves working on something that no longer feels aligned with our personal values or the larger purpose we want to achieve. Taking the time to reflect helps us reconnect with our why, the underlying motivation behind our work. It reminds us of our goals and ensures that we stay on track, focused on what truly matters. Reflection can be a compass, guiding us back to our core values and helping us make decisions that are in alignment with our long-term vision. Another important aspect of reflection is that it fosters self-awareness. The more we reflect on our ideas, actions, and outcomes, the better we understand our strengths, weaknesses, and tendencies. This self-awareness is critical for personal and professional growth. When we understand ourselves better, we can make more informed decisions, communicate more effectively, and collaborate more productively with others. Reflection allows us to gain insights not just into our ideas, but also into how we approach challenges, how we work with others, and how we handle success and failure. It's through this deeper understanding of ourselves that we can continually improve and generate better ideas in the future. And the power of reflection lies in its ability to guide us toward better outcomes. By stepping back, evaluating our progress, and refining our ideas, we create space for growth and innovation. Reflection allows us to learn from the past, adjust our approach, and move forward with greater clarity and purpose. It's a vital tool for idea generation because it helps us gain insights, challenge assumptions, and refine our thinking. In a world that values speed and efficiency, taking the time to reflect might seem counterproductive, but in reality, it's one of the most powerful ways to ensure that our ideas are not only good, but great. Reflection is a practice that transforms ideas from simple concepts into fully realized, impactful innovations. We often find ourselves caught up in the urgency of the moment, seeking immediate results and quick fixes, whether it's generating ideas, launching projects, or pursuing personal goals. The temptation to rush the process is ever present. In our fast-paced, results-oriented world, it's easy to become frustrated when things don't happen as quickly as we'd like. We want our ideas to be perfect right away, our projects to be completed faster, and our progress to be instant. But the truth is, the best ideas, the most meaningful work, and the greatest achievements don't happen overnight. They are the result of a process, one that requires patience, persistence, and belief. Trusting the process is about embracing the journey, understanding that the path to success is rarely linear, and knowing that each step, no matter how small, brings us closer to where we need to be. How important do you think it is for people to know that they have faith, that they're willing to change? The first aspect of trusting the process is patience. Patience is not simply about waiting, it's about waiting with purpose. It's about giving ourselves the time and space to let things unfold naturally. Ideas need time to develop, to mature, and to evolve. We may not see immediate results, but that doesn't mean progress isn't happening. Often we're so focused on the end result that we forget the value of the process itself. When we rush through the steps, we miss out on the lessons, the insights, and the growth that come from allowing things to take time. Patience teaches us to trust that even when we can't see the end result, progress is being made. In the context of generating ideas, patience is essential. Great ideas rarely appear in their final form. They need time to take shape, to be tested, and to be refined. It's easy to feel discouraged when our ideas don't come to fruition immediately, but we must remember that ideas are a process in themselves. They require nurturing, iteration, and above all, time. It's during this time that we uncover the nuances, the details, and the deeper insights that elevate a good idea into a great one. Without patience, we may abandon ideas too soon, before they have the chance to fully develop and reveal their true potential. Another critical aspect of trusting the process is commitment. Commitment is about staying dedicated to the journey even when things get difficult or when progress feels slow. There will always be obstacles, setbacks, and challenges along the way. It's easy to feel disheartened when things don't go as planned, but commitment means pushing forward even when the going gets tough. It means believing in the process even when the outcome is unclear. When we stay committed, we demonstrate resilience and determination. We show that we are willing to put in the hard work and effort necessary to see things through, regardless of the challenges we face. Commitment is what keeps us moving forward, even when the path seems uncertain or when we encounter roadblocks. Commitment also means embracing the idea that failure is a part of the process. When we trust the process, we recognize that mistakes, setbacks, and failures are inevitable. They are not signs of defeat. Rather, they are opportunities for growth and learning. Each failure teaches us something valuable and brings us one step closer to our ultimate goal. When we embrace failure as part of the journey, rather than something to be avoided, we build resilience and strength. We stop fearing the unknown and instead welcome it as a necessary part of the creative process. Trusting the process means accepting that failure is not the end, but a vital part of the path to success. Belief in the journey also requires faith in the process, even when we can't see immediate results. In the early stages of any endeavor, it's easy to feel like we're not making progress. We put in the time, we do the work, but the results aren't visible yet. This is where trust becomes crucial. We must believe that the efforts we're putting in today will pay off in the future. The seeds we plant today will eventually grow into something meaningful. Trusting the process means having the confidence to continue moving forward, even when the path ahead is unclear. It means believing that, in time, our efforts will bear fruit. Trusting the process also requires us to remain open to change and adjustment. The journey often involves unexpected turns, detours, and changes in direction. The path we envisioned at the beginning may not be the path we end up on. And that's okay. Trusting the process means being flexible and adaptable. willing to adjust our approach when necessary. It means understanding that the process is not about rigidly sticking to a predetermined plan, but about being open to new ideas, new opportunities, and new directions. Sometimes the most valuable insights come from the detours and the unexpected moments along the way. Staying focused on the present is another key element of trusting the process. It's easy to become fixated on the future, constantly worrying about the end result or the next step, but when we focus too much on what lies ahead, we miss out on the opportunities and insights that are available to us in the present moment. Trusting the process means being fully engaged in the journey, appreciating the progress we've made, and focusing on the work we're doing right now. By staying present, we allow ourselves to fully experience the process and to make the most of every moment. Finally, trusting the process is about developing confidence in our own ability to navigate the journey. It's easy to doubt ourselves when the process feels slow or uncertain, but when we trust that we have the skills, resilience, and determination to make it through, we give ourselves the freedom to keep moving forward. Confidence in the process is built over time as we gain experience, overcome challenges, and see the results of our efforts. When we trust the process, we believe that the journey is worth it, no matter how long or challenging it may be. We believe that the work we're doing is meaningful, and that every step, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. So, how do you generate your best ideas? It's about starting with purpose, cultivating curiosity, having the courage to act, and collaborating with others. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities and embracing discomfort as a necessary part of growth. Ideas don't just come from thin air. They come from a place of intention, action, and connection. They come when we're not afraid to ask big questions, and even bigger ones of ourselves. They come when we step outside our comfort zones, share our thoughts, and allow ourselves to be shaped by the world around us. Remember, the best ideas are not born in a vacuum. They are born when we are aligned with a purpose, driven by curiosity, unafraid to fail, and willing to build something greater than ourselves. Now go ahead and create. The best ideas are waiting for you. Thank you.